Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today I'm working on the Legit Kit Month 3, Week 11. This is flying by so fast. So let's get down to the table and get this little one in. This has only got 3 colors, so this is going to be a pretty quick block. So I'm just going to show you what I do. You can use your ruler or you can use the cardstock. As you can see, it's not going to fold all the way down there. So once I get about halfway down, I'll slide it down and then it'll go right in exactly where we need it to. There'll be no distortion. Everything comes in nice and tidy. Finger press it that second time. Then I'm turning the block and I'm doing the same thing on this side for the third color. Moving this out of the way, and I will fold it one more time down. Really easy peasy, I think. So let's get rolling on this. This is Acid Lime. So I'll pull that color out, and we're going to do as we have in the past. We're going to look for our color code for our cutting guide, and I always highlight them off as I'm cutting them in. So right there it is. That tells me I've got the right color matching the right block. And then I'm just going to exit out down here. This will be the last time that I'm using this color as I'm working this project. As you can see, there's quite a hefty hunk here. So I'm going to just slide it in just the way the direction said, and we will pin in place. I love the cutting guides. They are so helpful, and they help you to make sure that you have ample fabric along the way. They've thought out every detail. So I press it down. This time I'm just going to show you a different way. I've been using my scissors cutting it in. This time I'm just going to do it this way. And we're going to get this one done. So I'll slide this out of the way and file it back in my system. AL folder. And when we're done, when all of this wraps up, I'll show you how I've stored mine. The next color is DK, and that's Duckling. So we'll pull that out. Make sure that we have the right piece that's going to be the right cuts. So I'm looking for D1, and it's section 2. So that is exactly what I needed right there. And I'll use this one more time along the way. And this is the piece I'm cutting. So we want to make sure that we save enough for this last cut. So follow your cutting guide. And you should not have any issues. I am going to move my tag. And I'll move it down to this corner, because I like my tags to stay with my fabric for the duration of the project. I'm going to cut off this selvage because this is where I'm going to be working. And I want to make sure that I am not using that. So I'll slide that over here out of the way. We're going to slide this piece in. And we're going to wiggle it down just to where we need it. We want to make sure that we're leaving a good 1/4 inch. So I'm going to take it right here and I'm going to fold back. I'm going to put my hand here and hold it in place. And I'm going to cut this section out. Then I'm going to slide this over just a tidbit because I want to make sure I can get up into here. And that's just a big old fussy cut in. So we'll file this back because we will need it one more time this month. So I'm going to take and flip over. And then I'm going to lay this one right in place. And I'm going to move my instruments out of the way, slide my fingers over, and we'll slide it straight in. Once you get it started, I always check to make sure that I've got both fabrics lined up because I just moved it. You can pin it or you can do it like I did. This is a large section, so just go slow. And there we go. I'm going to pull my pins because now we don't need them. We'll flip it over and finger press it down. There is so many amazing people out that's teaching FPP. So if you're a new FPPer, there is no doubt in my mind, if you follow the directions or you watch any of these videos, that you'll be able to work this project in its entirety without any issues. So now we pull it over and we're just going to fold this section back, and that's why it makes it so simple, because we've pre-folded. Use your add a quarter ruler and you're going to butt it up against. Grab your rotary cutter and slide that out. The next color is QY. So we'll go down through the files until we find QY, and that's papaya. This is the first time we've used it on this block. Well, since we got this color, this is a new one that's been added in. So I want to make sure I have D1, block 3. So right there it is. And I'm going to look for the angle, and it's going to be this one. So I'm going to mark that off. I'm going to slide this in, and it's only going to be a little sliver, really. And they have taken all of the math and all of the hard work out of building these blocks. And I can tell you what, it's a labor of love, because everybody that does these, they thoroughly enjoy. And I couldn't thank Mike of Legit Kits, Jamie, or Hayden. They have been fabulous. And now you just flip it over. That's got a little bit of a crease in it. And I want to make sure that that is ironed out. It's just a little fold, but I don't want it in my project. So now we'll lay this back down, and we're going to wiggle it in. You're going to automatically make sure that your block is covered. And it looks really wonky when you're doing these, but trust the process. If I've learned anything along the way, trust the process. I've sewed a little bit. Everything is lined up nice and tidy. And we'll get this one in. We'll square it down, and week 11 will be done. And it went that fast. The average block, I would say, honestly, 10 to 15 minutes. And you can have it done. It's that evening time sewing that you'll enjoy. And it's just fun. Sometimes you only got it like 10, 15 minutes, but you can work this once a week and you'll have a quilt in a year. And I'll put my papaya away with the fabric cutting chart. We'll trim this block in, and it is ready then to sit aside until we're ready to start piecing them together. And I tell you, all the colors, it looks like he's got just about every color of the rainbow in here. And I am totally stoked for when this one's finished and how well it's going to come together. And there you go. That's the magic. You got to watch it all happen. So I wanted to thank you guys for joining me again, and I greatly appreciate it. It's always fun to sew with you, and I hope that the content that we are putting out that you're enjoying. If so, please give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you back on week 12. Take care.